Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway. And he's had it nicked away. He's played it back. Looking for options for movement. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Ferdinand getting this one clear.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's a sharp little ball here.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. Well, for any attacker facing him, Peter, trying to force your way through Rio Ferdinand must be a daunting prospect.
Well, he is one of the great English defenders of his generation.
Quite, Peter. His playing style boasts good speed and technique, a superb reading of the game. He hardly had to tackle. That in itself can be seen as quite an achievement.
And it's Lam. Roberto Carlos. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Keeper's got good distance on that. Oh, nicely intercepted. Seedorf. Nedved. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Nedved. Oh, that's neat. He's cut it out.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Spread to the right. Now the ball's gone astray. Cafu was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. The muscular approach does pay off here. Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about. And he shoots! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now it's Mbappe.
Vietnam are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Dembele. Cafu. Half an hour played now. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Gullit. And this is Dembele. And it's Seedorf. Cafu has created one goal already.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Vieira. conjures time and space where few can. Lam. To Azar. Now it's Mbappe. Roberto Carlos. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Vieira. And it's Seedorf. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Seedorf is offering a wry smile there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Azar! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Lam. Lam made a surge from full-back. As it turned out, unsuccessfully.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And this is Dembele. And this is Hullet. Seedorf. It's run loose here. And this is Dembele. Cafu. And it's played in. And he can clear it away. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Vietnam currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And the shot! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And this is Hullet. That's going wide left. Oh, what a ball! Hullet needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Seedorf. Number 14,
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Vieira. Number 24, Hullet.
Pepe.
Number
How many
25,
interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the
Number
quality
20,
and set an example.
Mbappe. Coming on the
Varane
field,
simply refused to be
number
outdone
41,
there.
Rice. Number
Tries
6,
to play it through.
Makalele. Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Great
Number
vision.
22, Messi.
Oh, that's wonderful
Number
alertness.
18,
Yaya
Dembele.
Toure. He is a
Substitutions taking
perfect
place.
combination of brain and brawn. He has found a way through. It's a threatening ball. And this is Nedved. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. It's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Tries to pass it through. And it's Lam. Ball's gone out of play. Lam. Makaleli. Rice purring through the gears. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Makaleli. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for the run. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And it's Lam. Makaleli. Half an hour gone in the second half. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, it's come loose. Varane kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, that's well spotted. Messi. Makaleli. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Ibrahimovic. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Adriano is flagged offside. And he is dashing away. Great, and the shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, great leap! And that really should have been that. Corner number 3 coming up.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. And now they can spring out of defence. Cafu. Seedorf. Nedved. Adriano. Real chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that will be it. Vietnam suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everybody,
night,
and
all
welcome
the
to
ingredients
today's
for a
match.
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We are just getting started. He's having a pop! Mbappe! Irrepressible! A finish of true class! He hit that like he meant it. Absolutely speared it in.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. Oh, nice touch. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
Lam. Well, that looks a decent ball. Cross goes in there. And he gets rid in a hurry. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival, Yaya Toure. The ball has bounced loose now. Has a look and plays it forward. Little pass back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
And it's Seedorf. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? What a save from Peter Schmeichel!
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Vietnam already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Seedorf. Great ball, and he's in here. Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And the pass is intercepted. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
He's having a good look here. It's a threatening ball. Oh, that's neat. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. It's their second corner of the game. There's the shot! Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Forced to go back. Chance for a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And it's Vieira. Looking for the run. Showing good feet. Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
For Nesta. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. And here's Mbappe. That's going wide left. Seedorf. And it's Azar. Nicely weighted ball. Dembele. Cafu. Cafu. Foot in. That's a throw. Lam is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. That's a good foray he's making.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nedved. Seedorf. And it's Nesta. To Lam. Now it's Hullet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe is onto this.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Hullet! No way through. Hangs a header! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by...
And for the first half, that is that.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Vietnam are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. So straight into the second half.
Dembele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
No, that's been intercepted. And it's Nedved. Looking to play him in. Vieira. Lam. And it's Hullet. That ball looks a good one. Milan can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
No, it's come to nothing. Looking for options for movement. Spread to the right. Chance to do... Oh, great leap! And he's stuck it away. Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Milan cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for. Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Can he finish? And for a moment, time stood still. And here's Dembele. Oh, super ball.
Milan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, what has happened here? Over to the right flank. And the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Substitution on the field.
Vietnam
14,
get their fourth
Viera.
corner.
Number 8, Seydorf. Number 25, Hazard. Number 24,
Iniesta looking to be a
Gullit.
menace in the final
Number
third.
20,
Vietnam
Mbappe.
suddenly appear frail.
Coming on the field.
Yes,
Number
from comfort
6,
zone to a stage of
Magalhaes.
uncertainty, perhaps,
Number
and they
15,
can't drift into a
Matthäus.
carelessness, or this could get away from them.
Number 22, Messi.
Well, that is one way to
Number
stop him.
7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Messi.
Number
Messi
11,
powering forward here.
Karl-Heinz
Rummenigge.
Substitution.
Roberto Carlos. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, that's nice. Roberto Carlos. Played in by Roberto Carlos.
Vietnam surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Iniesta. Iniesta will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's had it taken off him. Cafu. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Figo. Figo ploughing through the middle. Figo. And this is Adriano. Nesta defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. He's a sharp little ball here. Iniesta. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Figo. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That's good play.
Milan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Vietnam close now to seeing this one through to the end. Adriano. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tries a shot! Goal! We thought they were done, but never say never. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
So that means another 30 minutes football. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So a brief break, and then we will be back for more.
Make sure to put any litter in the bins provided. Thank you for your cooperation. Substitution in progress.
So our quest to find the winner continues. Vietnam pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Such good technique.
Can he get on the end of this? And that's a simple one for the keeper. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Played out wide. Now it's Messi. He's picked his way through. Roberto Carlos. Oh, good effort! Oh, wow, that's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Taken back almost at once. Threads one in. Cafu. Cross from Cafu. Roberto Carlos clears it away. Cristiano Ronaldo currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Corner then. Bigo plays it short.
Added time.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And we're halfway through extra time.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement now.
So the very last of the action is still to come. Two teams separated here by the smallest of margins. Fingernails well bitten everywhere. The hostilities have already resumed. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left? Looking here to chip it through. Nice control. Shifted it to the flank. Maldini showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Ferdinand makes the interception. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Messi. And he's only too happy to take that back. And that is out of play. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Lam. Yaya Toure. And this is Adriano. And he's in on goal. And he whips it in. Shot at goal! And that's a tidy finish. They have stolen level at the last. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Messi! Good strike, quite an alarm.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That's it, there is no more. It is going to penalties. Vietnam tie it up just about.
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
So after 2 long, inconclusive hours, Here we go. It's penalties. Which way will he go? Great stop! And the keeper punches the air. Well, whatever he did, it worked, did it not, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important...
Dispatched emphatically.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Vietnam are looking to keep pace here. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, I think he had the measure of that all the way, Peter, and he is pumped.
Milan are now able to take a giant step towards where they want to be. Oh, great save! That is a great save! Visten to level matters. And in with absolute accuracy.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
Vigo is the third man to step forward. Big character, big moment, big save. Rummenigge is fourth up. And he sticks it away.
I don't think there was ever any doubt, really, Peter. Certainly not in his mind.
Iniesta, fourth in their queue. Just strokes it in, saw the keeper moving. And that takes us to sudden death. Mateus is the fifth volunteer. That's a brilliant read.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that, the way he was moving beforehand. Very good save.
And there you have it. So it all ends in heartbreak, all the effort, all the exertion, all the exhaustion, and it counts for nothing. So Jim, quite a game, decided in the end, in the only way it could have been.
And we come to
Vietnam
with a
really
quick request
must be
for
wondering
support
how
for our
different
charity
this all
fund,
could have been
Chance in
had they
Football.
taken their chances, Peter. But it really was fine margins all round, I suppose. You know, having been on both ends of such results in my career, I can't help but feel for these boys.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.